Good morning to my American students and European students and the Indian students and the students all over the world. Today we are going to do the topic vectors, which is of subject physics and for IIT JEE and NEET medical exam for India as well as for abroad for the engineering competitions and the medical competitions. So vector is a very important topic. So the first question, that is vectors. What is a vector? Vector has both magnitude and direction, and its examples are velocity, displacement, and there is another quantity, scalar, which has only magnitude and there is no direction. So now we are going to proceed with the vectors. So I can draw a vector. This is a vector A with an arrow on it. It is the tail. This end is known as the tail, and this end is known as the head. And we connect another vector, that is the B vector, from the arrow, and this will be its resultant, that will be its R vector. So the vector can be R is equal to A vector plus B vector. So now if it is in opposite direction, then it can be A vector equal to A vector, R is equal to A vector minus B vector. So now we have the components, we are dealing with the components. Suppose this is the X direction and this is the Y direction. There is a vector A and it makes an angle theta with the x-axis. Then its component in the x and y directions, here it will be A cos theta and here it will be A sin theta. So our vector will be A vector is equal to Ax vector, the vector in the x direction, plus Ay vector in the y direction. So we can write it as the magnitude will be A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta j cap. So from here it will be Ax is equal to A cos theta. This is our first equation. Ay is equal to A sin theta. So our squaring and adding first and second, we get A square sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to Ax square plus Ay square. So now I'm rubbing it here to write. So the expression, this will become 1 from the identity. So A square into 1 is equal to Ax square plus Ay square. So A vector is equal to Ax square plus Ay square. So this is our magnitude. Theta, tan theta will be Ay upon Ax. So theta becomes equal to So I can write it here. So tan theta, so theta becomes equal to tan inverse of ay upon ax. So this is our answer. This is the magnitude and this is the direction for the vector whose components are taken along the x and y directions. So I think you might have all understood this. Now we are going to proceed to the vectors in 3 dimensions. So I am rubbing the board. So suppose this is the vector ax, ay and az. So we can write a vector is equal to ax vector plus ay vector plus az vector. So its magnitude will be a vector is equal to root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. So this is the vector in the, this is the magnitude of the vector in 3 directions. So now we are proceeding to the parallelogram law of vector addition, and we are going to derive the expression for the resultant, and also we will find the angle theta between them. So I am rubbing it. So this is our diagram. You can see this is the vector a vector, this is the b vector, and this is the resultant. Here a parallelogram is being completed. This is it, and I am drawing with the dotted line and completing this right angle triangle. This angle is 90 degree. So this is A, B, C, D, and this is O. This angle is alpha, this angle is theta, this angle, this is the B vector. So the angle between the two vectors is theta, and the angle between the resultant R and the angle and the vector A is alpha. So here in this triangle, in the smaller triangle, in triangle BDBC, applying the formulas, so we can write, here we can write BD square is equal to BC square plus DC square. This is our first equation. Also we can write we can write cos theta is equal to BC upon the vector B. So B cos theta equal to BC. This is our equation second. Similarly, we can write it for DC. So DC will become B sin theta equal to DC. This is our equation 3. Now in the bigger triangle, in triangle ACD, we are coming to the triangle ACD. So AD square, applying Pythagoras theorem, equal to AC square plus DC square. So AD square is equal to AC square, we are writing AB plus BC, and it is whole square, plus DC square, So I'm drawing the line like this. So now expanding it we are getting AB square plus BC square plus 2 times AB into BC plus BC square. So AD square is equal to now BC square. This is the BC square and this is DC square. They both combine to become BD square. So I'm writing BD square plus AB square plus 2 times AB into BC. So now we can write it in terms of vectors, so it becomes R vector and BD and AB. AB is vector A square, vector B square plus 2 times AB is vector A and BC. So BC is B vector and cos of theta. So this is the expression. You can see this is the expression. So we can understand this once more. In this triangle ADC, ADBC, BD square equal to BC square plus DC square by the Pythagoras theorem. Similarly, we can write for cos theta. Cos theta in this right angle triangle is equal to BC upon B. So B cos theta equal to BC. Similarly, B sin theta equal to DC. In the bigger triangle ACD, applying the Pythagoras theorem, AD square is equal to AC square plus DC square. So in place of AC, you can write AB plus BC and it will become whole square. Expanding it, AD square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus 2AB into BC upon DC plus DC square. So now substituting the value of BC square and DC square, so it is BD square. So AD square is equal to BD square plus AB square plus 2AB into BC. Writing it in terms of vector, R vector square is equal to A square vector plus B square vector plus 2 times of A vector into B vector into cos theta. So now we are finding it for theta. So what will be theta? That is tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to BC, opposite side upon the base. The base is AC. So we can write DC upon, in place of AC we can write as B, AB plus DC. So DC, what it will be DC? So DC is B sin theta upon AB, that is vector A, plus B cos theta. So this is the expression for tan alpha. So here we can vary theta and we can find the resultant. So it will be maximum when theta is equal to 0 degree. So it will be R is equal to A plus B, which is 0 degree. So I am writing the cases here. If it is theta equal to 0 degree, then resultant R is equal to sum of the two resultants, two vectors, that is A plus B. If theta equal to 180 degree, then it will be opposite direction, so it will be minimum and it will be A minus B. And if theta equal to 90 degree, then according to Pythagoras theorem, vector R will be root of square of A square plus B square. So these are the cases. So I think you all might have understood this. So this is very important for your competition exams. So please be concentrated to understand all this. So please watch this video till end. Subscribe me and press the bell icon. Thank you.